welcome back to my channel. So today's tutorial is going to be on this look right here, you know, just a simple everyday glam. Okay, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Okay, but we do have this tutorial today. It's the first of my Halloween tutorials for this year, and I decided to keep it something that was fairly simple to achieve, and something that if you don't have a full costume, you can do, or you can create a costume with different things that you have in your closet, with the exception of like a few things that you can buy. So yeah, I decided to do my take on a sugar skull with a little bit of a Frida Kahlo twist. So yeah, this is what I came up with. I really hope that you guys enjoy it as much as I enjoyed creating it for you. If you guys are interested in my veil was $5 and I created it from things that I found at the Dollar Tree. I love the Dollar Tree to create different things. This is a laundry bag. This is about three of those like bouquets that you can buy. Two of them were like the Halloween black rose bouquets, and then one of them was just like a red rose bouquet. And then I just bought a headband, and then with a little bit of hot glue and some scissors, just figuring it out, I was able to create this. It was very, very simple. If you guys do want a tutorial on how I created it, I'd be happy to put that up. I should have totally filmed one when I was actually making this, but for whatever reason, it totally, like, you know, like left my mind. But if you guys are interested in this look, then please just keep on watching. If you really like it, then please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you can be the first to know of any new videos that I put up. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoy. Okay, so right now I'm going in and I'm blocking out my eyebrows with a little bit of glue. I'm just using a glue stick from the Dollar Tree. I got a pack of 4 for $1, and I'm just taking that back and forth throughout my eyebrows and then just smoothing it out with a spoolie as well as a small spatula. This spatula, we picked it up at Hobby Lobby. And then now I'm going in with Snazaroo white face paint. You're going to see that I go in a second and I actually powder my eyebrows because I forgot to do that before I started with my white face paint. So I do that, and then I just go in and I continue to pat on that Snazaroo face paint until I've reached the desired like layering effect that I wanted. There's certain areas that I didn't cover as much as others just because I knew that I was going to go over it with the black paint to do the rims around my eyes, my nose, my mouth, and things like that. So I just went in with a blending sponge by Kenzie. We picked it up at Walmart, and yeah. And right after this step, I'm going to go in with the Mehron setting powder, and I'm just going to set my face with a small brush. Nothing too fancy. I'm just going over it in a patting motion, not so much a sweeping motion, just because I don't want to disrupt the white paint that we just laid down. And I did take a little bit of that paint around my ears just because I wanted like a full, like just a full blank canvas. Now I'm going in with this 10 color blush palette from BH Cosmetics. I'm going in with the hottest pink in the actual palette, and I'm taking that anywhere that I would contour. So I'm going around my hairline. I'm taking that on my or right under my cheekbones, a little bit on my ears. And this is just going to add a really nice shadowy effect when we start placing our details, like our little swirls and our hearts and things like that. It's just going to add a nice pop of color. You can definitely use a red for this if you don't want to use the pink and you just want to keep it very red, black, and white. That would look really nice too, but I decided to go in with the pink just because I wanted a little bit of contrast. And just to add a little modern flair to the sugar skull, I'm actually going to highlight just a couple points on my face. And I'm using Colourpop's Monster Highlighter. Again, you guys know that this is my favorite highlighter. So I'm taking that on the top of my cheekbones, right around my temples, and then the bridge of my nose and a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Later on, you're going to see that I do add just a little bit on the tip of my nose once I've already done my sugar skull nose. Now this is the part that was making me a little nervous, as you just saw my face. I'm going in and I'm mapping out the main points of my face, and that was the little detailed area on my forehead, right around my eyes, and I believe my cheekbones. And right there you saw me because I was so shocked that on the first try the heart came out almost perfect. So that's what I'm doing right now. Again, feel free to do whatever kind of design you want. I just really like this design. I thought it was very complimentary to the overall look with the earrings and the veil and the dress. So I'm just mapping out exactly what I want. If you're going to take your time on anything in this look, I suggest taking your time on drawing around your eyes, because that is the part that sometimes you can make it look a little too big or a little too small, and this is the part. Sorry guys, I got cut off there for a second, but this is the part that you want to focus on the most, just because you want to make sure that it's as symmetrical as possible. So yeah, I'm just taking my time doing this. I used a midnight blue pencil. You can definitely use a black one, or any color that is going to be complementary to the one that you are using on your eyes. I've done looks like these, or I've done sugar skulls like this, where I use aqua and gold, and that looks really pretty. And usually I'll do a base of like an aqua or a gold or even a black, because it usually the pigment picks up more on a black base. And now in the following few minutes, what you're going to see is me just going back and forth with the NYX Jumbo eyeshadow pencil in Black Bean and a brush, and just going back and forth and just filling it out until it was completely full and completely dark. And again, taking my time on the outer edges just to make sure that it was round. And then I go in with a little bit of black eyeshadow by Inglot, and I just pack that on just to make it
really saturated in color and just to set it. And then after that, I do add a gold on my lid, but I really didn't like how it turned out when I had applied the rest of the details and my lipstick on, like when I had applied it later on in the video. And then you do see me use like a rusty color that I put on my lid and a little bit into my crease, and that I really loved because it was super complimentary to not only the lipstick color but also to the blush that I used to contour and the veil that I have on. Now I'm taking a blending brush and I'm just making it look a little bit more diffused on the outer edges of my eyes, and then just cleaning it up with the sponge that we used earlier. Now I'm going in with a small detailing eyeliner brush, and I'm just going over what we had traced out before with some gel liner. If you guys have face paint, I would recommend using that, just because sometimes it's a little hard to remove, but face paint is way easier to take off. My face painting palette hadn't arrived yet, so I just decided to use eyeliner. But yeah, I'm just going in everywhere that we had drawn out before. I'm filling in that heart that we had drawn on our forehead, and then basically, yeah, just filling it in and adding any other details that I am wanting to create at this point. As you saw, I just set the heart, and I'm just filling in the area right on my hairline. I'm not filling it in completely. I just wanted to darken that up a little bit, and I'm filling that in with the same blending brush that we used earlier, not adding anything to it, just going back and forth and adding a little bit of shadow along my hairline. And then I took it outside of the hairline just because I wanted to kind of elongate that area. I'm also adding a bit of detail right where I put the little swirls on my cheekbones, and basically just contouring, I guess you can say, with that blending brush. Can't think today. And then I'm going in with the same detailing brush, and I'm painting on my nose. I was very careful about this step because sometimes I do not draw a nose as well, but I was extremely happy with how this turned out. Now I'm just adding some little vines, I guess, or some thorns, I should say, to the vines or the little swirls that I created on my cheekbones. Basically just going in and adding a little bit of detail all over my face. And yeah, this part basically you just have to watch along because I kind of just went with like the designs that were coming to me as I was drawing it out. It wasn't that I had like a general, I mean I had a general idea, you know, but yeah, if you just keep on watching, you'll see all the little details I add, and you can add your own spin on it as well. Now I'm going in with Underage Red, and I'm just filling out my lips like I normally would. I wanted a really nice pop of red to go along with this look, so that's what I'm doing now. At this point, I decided that I wanted to actually connect those little vines that I had created earlier to my mouth area. And then I'm going in with a liquid liner. At first, I started out with the gel liner, but I decided that I wanted to use something that was a little bit more fine tipped. So I went in with this eyeliner that I picked up from Sally's. And I picked it up a little bit ago, but I decided to use that to do some of the detailing work. Originally, when I was doing this, I decided to just do it outside of the lipstick, but later on I do decide to actually take it down through the lip, so it looks like the teeth are going through the lip instead of just on the outside. And then now is when I decided to become Frida Kahlo. So now I'm going in with that same eyeliner that I used on the lip, and I'm just drawing little flecks between the round circles that I drew around my eyes. And then I'm just going in with that same blending brush that we were using earlier, just to diffuse it a little bit so it can look a little bit more like actual hairs and not just like a black bar across my eyebrows. Now I'm going in with a black eyeliner. I'm just filling in my waterline with that just to make it look really dark and inky. And again, I am using my favorite liner by NYX, and it's just in black. And again, I'm just going in now and adding a little bit more detail, adding a little bit more of the swirls, and basically just adding detail where there is none. And then my camera had actually cut off here. That's why the clip was a little broken up. But yeah, I'm going in and I'm just adding a little bit more detail, and then using a little bit more using another eyeliner. This is like the 15th eyeliner that I've used in this tutorial. That I'm just adding a couple of dots, or not a couple of dots, a few dots, because it's more than 2, it's 3. So I'm just adding those around the swirls, and yeah, just adding a little bit more character to my face, because apparently my face doesn't have any character as it is right now. And now I'm going in with that rust color that I had mentioned previously by Inglot, and just going over everywhere that I had actually put the gold just because I wasn't happy with how the gold was looking. But the red added the perfect accent, the perfect pop of color. So yeah, basically I'm going in with that same blending brush that we've been using and just diffusing that all around the edges of where I had put the gold. That makes any sense. And then adding whatever's left on the brush again to the bottom of those eye sockets that we drew on. And then now is when I'm adding that highlighter that I had previously spoken about. And then just to complement the lid color, I did add a little bit of Zebra by Colourpop right in the center of my lips. And then I just blended that out with my finger just to add a little bit of the same kind of tone that was on my eyes, which I really liked and I thought it looked really nice. And then now I'm just finishing off those teeth that we had started drawing and then just taking them through the lip. Okay guys, so that completes this Frida Kahlo inspired sugar skull look. Again, I really like how it came out, and this is the first of my Halloween tutorials for this year. I'm really excited for the other ideas and other tutorials that I have coming up. So if you guys enjoyed this one, then please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. So this little last piece, I made it a little longer just so you guys can see a little bit more of the detail. But yeah, like I said, subscribe, like, and don't forget to share this video as well. I appreciate you guys so much, and thank you for watching.